Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Brandon Pajimski out there with Anthony Melton. Then there's Draymond Green. Then it's Moses Moody. And it's Santos in at the 4. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the small forward position. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league. Yeah, B.A.
And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Melton finds Green. To the inside. Here's Pajimski. And that comes off the assist by Green.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And stolen by Green. Pass to Melton. Now Pajimski. Nice D from Alexander Walker.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Here's McCollum. Outside, Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly from 18. Left side, Johnson. McCollum outside. Second shot opportunity. Green against Okongwu. Wing shot on the way. The rebound by Moody.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to Pajimski. Green with a screen on Daniels. Here's Pajimski. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Johnson passes to McCollum. Daniels outside. McCollum outside. Over Moody. Now Okongwu. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender on him and takes it right to the rim.
Green, the pass to Moody. Soft touch off the glass.
Using his superb court vision, Green is able to routinely find his open teammate.
Well, Tim, despite their youth, the Hawks have been able to remain pretty competitive.
Well, when you look at this lineup, you see a lot of length and versatility, and that's where this league is headed. So they are creating a roster for positionless basketball.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Melton outside. Here's Santos. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Johnson. Back to McCollum. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3.
And good response from McCollum. A shot like this just demonstrates leadership.
Pass to Santos. Back to Pajimski. Off target from 3-point range. Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Now here's Johnson. Daniels outside. And here's Johnson. Still no points. Count that bucket.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Pass to Santos. Outside Moody. Three-pointer. McCollum pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside, Alexander Walker. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Melton outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Back to McCollum from downtown. Hits a three-pointer. McCollum's got 6 points.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
Melton outside. Now here's Podziemski. Green, a screen. Here's the three, and the three-pointer goes.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to McCollum. The three. Sends it home from three-point land. 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Here's Podziemski. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander Walker. That's his first foul of the game.
Team first.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Melton. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Moody from outside. McCollum pulls it in. Atlanta has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Inside, Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Podziemski. Outside, Green. Pass to Podziemski. Lets the three fly, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Johnson a screen on Melton. Here's Alexander Walker, and he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Warriors trail by 4. Down low. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
Daniels outside. Outside, Alexander Walker. Comes up empty down low. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Outside Podziemski. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Jonathan Kuminga comes in for McCollum. And Corey Kispert subbed in for Alexander Walker. Now here's Podziemski, covered by Daniels. Pass to Green, 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Kuminga. By himself, and Kuminga throws it down.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Warriors trail by 4. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
4 on the clock. Stolen by Daniels. From 7, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers. Pass to Green. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
And here's Kuminga for three. Pure from three-point range. Kuminga's got 5 now.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Santos can't get it to go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Kispert. Let's go with a three. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's his first foul.
Team seconds.
So for the Hawks, Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Risachet comes in for Johnson. And Vincent is subbed in for Daniels. Warriors trail by 5. Up top, Pajimski. He's covered by Vincent. Can't get it to drop. Kispert with some nice D. Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Pass to Vincent. Now Landale. 6 to shoot. The three from Risachet. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And here's Pajimski. Takes one from 10 feet. Porzingis misses. The Hawks lead by 5. To the middle. And there's the slam. Come to finish it off.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Now here's Porzingis. No points so far. Pajimski's shot is good.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Here's Risachet to the paint. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And there's the screen. Vincent, right side. Pajimski grabs the board. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Outside Porzingis. With the 10-footer. The shot misses. Atlanta leading by 4. Kispert, the pass to Vincent. Risachet drives in. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Good to see Risachet attacking like that. When he sees the lane open up, he gets real aggressive.
Pass to Porzingis. Puts it up from 17. And so it's Atlanta leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hawks.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
On the floor for the Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Quentin Post. Then there's Gary Payton II, and it's Spencer in at the point. And here's Kispert from the arc. He drops it from range. Kispert's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And what a wild ride last season for the Warriors, Tim.
Well, it was a roller coaster. They started out hot out of the gate, then they faded, falling all the way to the 11th seed at one point in the West. Then the Jimmy Butler trade righted the ship and got them back in the playoffs.
Post shot, no good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Pass to Spencer. Porzingis sets a screen. Now post. He's watched by Kuminga. Payton. Three-pointer, no good. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Here's Spencer. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Defended by Kispert. Outside Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Outside Payton. There's the triple. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Post has got his first 2 points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. For 3, McCollum. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Podziemski. On the take. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Hawks lead by 7. McCollum looks around. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Okay, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks lead by 7. McCollum outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Podziemski. Pass to Melton. For 3, Porzingis. From deep range, KP hits it.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
And here's Risa. Melton covers. Out to McCollum. From behind the arc. The rebound by Payton. Warriors trail by 4. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's McCollum. Johnson against Payton. Tries it from the top of the key. Johnson with a bucket. And the Hawks lead by 6. The The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely. And he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget he's Milwaukee tough, too. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Dyson Daniels comes in for Kuminga. And it's Alexander Walker in for Risache. Green's checked in for the Warriors. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Green. Outside Moody. Pass to Melton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Porzingis. Cans it from the wing. Porzingis has got 7.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Daniels. No made baskets yet. Back to McCollum. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Over Moody. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Back to Green. McCollum with some nice D.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Right side, Alexander Walker. Johnson passes to McCollum. Picked up by Okongwu. From the wing. Daniels outside. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. They trail by 6. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Moody. Here's Melton. The rebound by Atlanta. McCollum outside. Now here's Alexander Walker. Moody defends. Daniels outside. Fires the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Moody's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Melton. Outside, Green. Porzingis in the post. Covered by Alexander Walker. Basket counts. Porzingis has got 9.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Right side Johnson. Now here's Alexander Walker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for McCollum. Santos is checked in for the Warriors. Daniels outside. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Warriors trail by 4. Right side Green. Back to Podziemski. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Outside Johnson. Back to Alexander Walker. And Atlanta misses again.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Pass to Santos. Here's Podziemski. Green, a screen. The shot by Podziemski, no good. The Hawks lead by 4. Outside Johnson. Now here's Alexander Walker, defended by Podziemski. Pass to Kuminga. The kick out to Johnson. 4-3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Warriors trail by 4. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected. A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Vincent's checked in. Warriors trail by 6. Melton outside. Outside Moody. The 3 is up. Ooh, the smooth 3 from Moody.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Back to Vincent. From about 16, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Pajimski. Here's Green. He's covered by Vincent. Green in the post. Johnson on him. Misses from short range. And here's Alexander Walker. Back to Johnson. Vincent outside. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Over Melton. Warriors with the rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Green, the pass to Melton. Green, a screen. Beyond the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. There's 48 seconds left in the second. Vincent outside. 13 feet out. Santos pulls it in.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Green, the pass to Moody. Inside. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Vincent outside. Clock at 6.
Selection just in time. Well done.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Hawks on top, up 3. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Kerr. And Steve, what's your assessment of that first half of play and any changes in mind?
Well, we'll see. We have to adjust during the game if we see something that's hurting us. But I thought the defense was pretty solid overall. We'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, more of the same. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, you know, C.J. McCollum has been really making an impact here, guys.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, B.A., it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now here's Alexander-Walker. McCollum on the wing. Outside, Alexander-Walker. The three-pointer off the mark.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Moody passes to Green. Up and over McCollum. And it's Green missing.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Okongwu. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
So that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
Back to McCollum. Sinks the tray. 14 points for C.J. McCollum.
And McCollum excels at everything on the court. And, man, he is putting on a show.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. On the wing, Daniels. Moody defends. Just 5 on the clock. Okongwu, a screen on Melton. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Santos. Melton outside. Picked up by Okongwu. Daniels outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson a screen on Melton. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Alexander-Walker. Melton covers. The shot by Alexander-Walker, no good. Warriors trail by 6. To the middle. Pass to Green. Outside Pajemski. Green with a screen on McCollum. Here's Pajemski. Now here's Melton. The 3-ball. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Alexander-Walker, the pass to Johnson. And here's Okongwu. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Back to Pajemski. Outside Moody. Pass to Melton. And here is Green. Covered by Johnson. And that one's good. Green.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Alexander-Walker, the pass to McCollum. The 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Tim, last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah, B.A., that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his 2nd Defensive Player of the Year award.
Here's Melton. Basket's good. Here's McCollum. He's got 14. Pass to Okongwu. Daniels outside. Outside, Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Looking to get back on track. Santos pulls it in. Santos has got his 5th rebound in this one. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, it's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those. Ryan, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. From deep, Melton. Rebound, Atlanta. Okongwu's got 9 rebounds now. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Down low. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's 6 points now in the game for Jalen Johnson.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Alexander Walker.
Outside Pajemski. Outside Moody. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, BA, since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
No good on that one. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both. Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And then it's time to go.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Santos. Outside Moody. Here's Porzingis. Drains it from 9 feet away. And that's 11 points for Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis is such a skilled shooter. He can find a look from just about anywhere.
Green against Johnson. McCollum with it. He's got 14. Just 5 to shoot. That shot is off. Good D by Melton. Warriors trail by 3. Porzingis with a screen on McCollum. From deep, Melton. Atlanta with a rebound. Okongwu's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Johnson. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Well, they've really been aggressive in the painted area. When that ball goes inside, they are attacking.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Alexander Walker. And the free throw, no good. And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risachet. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
Now here's Moody. He's got 6. Pass to Melton. Porzingis with a screen on Daniels. Outside Porzingis. He nails it, and we're tied. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Now Johnson. Green covering. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's McCollum. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Santos. Pass to Green. Stolen by Dan. Here's Kuminga. To the inside. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Atlanta making some changes. Risachet, he's checked in for Johnson. Kispert comes in for Daniels. And Vincent is subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Outside Payton. Down low, Risachet. Great D that time from Porzingis. Golden State has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Pass to Payton. Porzingis in the post. Risachet covering. Kispert grabs a miss. The Hawks leading. Fires for 3. Santos pulls it in. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Here's Spencer. He's scoreless. Now Payton. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. It's hauled in by Landale.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And obviously we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
And he makes the first. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup grab.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
And the Warriors making a change here. Pajemski's checked in. That one misses. Warriors trail by 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Spencer. Porzingis sets a screen. And that one's good. Spencer.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can. Vincent
outside. And here's Rizachet. Inside. Oh, deflected. Landale, the pass to Kispert. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. The three from Rizachet. Nails it from three. Rizachet's got 7 points.
I love how competitive this kid Rizachet is, coming right back with his own triple.
Porzingis up top. Landale defending. Pass to Spencer. Over Kispert. The rebound by the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Kuminga. Now here's Rizachet. Landale with a screen. Three-pointer. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Warriors.
Golden State ball.
9 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Porzingis. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Hawks on top. They lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Gary Payton second. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Spencer in at the 2. Here's Spencer. Pass to Podziemski. Payton with a screen on McCollum. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
The Hawks lead by 3. And here's Landale. Pass to Rizachet. McCollum on the wing. They get the rebound. There's the 3. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Now the Warriors with it. To the middle. Here's Podziemski. Outside Payton. Now here's Porzingis. Landale defending. This one for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now. Kispert, the pass to McCollum. On the wing, Rizachet, defended by Porzingis. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Really good passing wing. Rizachet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Pass to Spencer. Wide open look. McCollum pulls it in. McCollum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Launches it. Porzingis grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Payton. Now here's Podziemski. Pass to Spencer. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. Landale defending. Porzingis misses. Atlanta leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga! Strong like bull.
Nice pass by Rizachet. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
Here's Podziemski. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Jalen Johnson, he checked in for Atlanta. And Golden State also making a switch. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Spencer. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He said this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Kispert. Outside Johnson. McCollum right side. The kick out to Johnson. From deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum.
We know CJ can score it, but the passing component of his game, I mean, McCollum's really upgraded it.
Porzingis with a screen on Kuminga. And Payton, here we go. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Atlanta leading by 6. Kispert outside. For 3, McCollum. And Atlanta hits again from deep. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Defended by Kispert. Outside Porzingis. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Yeah, I love the answer from Porzingis. Don't sleep on his three-point shot.
McCollum pass to Kuminga. Johnson a screen on Payton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Gary Payton II.
Jonathan Kuminga. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Risache, he's checked in for Landale. And the Warriors making a change here. So he gets them both. Warriors trail by 8. Outside Pajemski. Left side Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Johnson with it. And Melton picks him up defensively. Johnson slams it in.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now, here's Green. Here's Pajemski. That three's off the mark. McCollum outside. And there's a 3-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Kuminga, and Daniels is subbed in for Kispert. Warriors trail by 8. Melton with the ball. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Moody. Here's Santos. Covered by Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Pajemski. Off target with the 3. Melton against Johnson. And here's Daniels. McCollum right side. And another basket for Atlanta.
Yeah, the craftiness of McCollum. Smooth in that mid-range area.
The Warriors have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter. Pass to Santos. Outside Pajemski. Here's Santos. Outside Moody. Melton outside. The three is up. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Okongwu. Johnson passes to McCollum. To the inside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Melton. Back to Pajemski to win the cold spell. Gets the three to fall.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
McCollum outside. Back to Risache. And here's McCollum, defended by Pajemski. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 21.
Oh, what a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
Outside Pajemski. Green, a screen. Pass to Santos. Now Melton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Zachary Risache.
Team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Anthony Melton. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Melton. And the Hawks making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots. And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 11 rebounds in the game. Down low. Pass to Melton. Shot clock at 5. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 7. Outside Pajemski. 6 to shoot. Up and over McCollum. Pajemski's shot is good. Pajemski's got 9 points now in the second half.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And he's not the tallest player on the court, but McCollum uses his quick burst to finish above the rim.
Here's Pajemski. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Out on his own on the break. The finish. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And after putting it down, he angles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Melton. Left side Pajemski. McCollum with the rebound. The Hawks lead by 9. Outside Johnson. Here's McCollum. Oh, touches it off the glass.
They're just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
All right, everybody, let's get hyped. It's time for the Hawks ball.
Warriors trail by 11. Here's Melton. From deep. Shot's no good.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
McCollum.
And McCollum doesn't back down from anyone, including inside where he challenges defenders.
At the line for two, C.J. McCollum.
That free throw no good. Good on the second one. And the last few seasons' legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the two.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup!
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Assist from
Warriors trail by 14. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter.
Hawks down. And get back Okongwu. Third personal. Team seconds. At the line for the Warriors, Anthony Melton. Taking two shots.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. And Melton drops them both. They've got time on their side here, Graham.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Takes a step back.
The officials were right on top of that.
Anthony Melton. First. Team third. Nikhil Alexander Walker. Two shots.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. Warriors trail by 14. Melton outside. Puts up the tray. Okongwu with the rebound.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Hawks.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for C.J. McCollum.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
And Atlanta with possession here, following the score by Golden State. Steps back. Outside Johnson. Picked up by Okongwu. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Warriors.
Brandon Pajewski. Assisted by D'Anthony Melton.
Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's McCollum with a drive.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Now Green.
Draymond Green.
And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, C.J. McCollum.